Howdy, y'all. My name is Press. I'm coming at you with some more Be Happy. Oh my gosh, you saw inside of my head that time. That's horrifying. So, it has been a couple days since I played, and oh, that was weird. The brightness changed when I went back in. Let's see, where am I at right now? We got some brainy bees over here. We got some blizzy queens making up some stuff. We got some gelid queens making up their stuff. We got baddies over here. So we've got all of the first set of the resource bees going on. Let's look at these real quick. No. Resources, open. So we got all these guys. Which one's this one? The windy drone. Right. I'm just waiting on finishing the string task, which should actually be finishable. We can complete a lot of these quests real fast here. But while we do that, let's talk about some of these. Oh, it's almost bedtime. I moved the bed downstairs, by the way. Let's talk about some of our current goals and how we're going to achieve them. Because I have a couple of different solutions in order that I want to think about going forward with, and we're going to discuss those. So first and foremost, we would like to get working on the nuclear power stuff, right? I've been talking about the nuclear stuff as being a solution for us. Let's go over to the board as being a potential solution for us. So, nuclear power. We want to do nuclear power. Definitely something we want to do. The computer, obviously, I want to get up and running. And I know some of y'all have been saying, Price, it's an easy system. No, it's not that hard to throw together. And it's yeah, I know, I could throw together a quick little computer in there and use it. But the thing is the only reason that I want the computer is so that I can have quick access to all of my items. So I have to figure out how to hook up that computer to all of the stuff in here. And so where you get into the issue is that a computer can only handle a certain number of different inputs until it has to then be combined together with this, what is the thing even called? It's the, at applied. It's this weird looking block. I don't know if I have one. I think I have one somewhere. It's a really weird looking block, but it hooks things together. It's kind of like a cable almost, but it's not a cable. It's even crazier than a cable. I can't see it off the top of my head. It's a really weird looking block. But anyway, so using Java barrels, you can hook each of these up individually with a export bus, or I guess an import bus rather, to the system. Maybe it's a storage bus. I think it's a storage bus. Anyway, so you can input that into the system, but I'd have to do one for each of these. And as you know, I have so many of these barrels, we quickly will get above our 32. We're going to have a lot of those. Now, there are ways of combining those together, definitely possible, but I was kind of scratching my head as to how I was going to feasibly and easily be able to do that. And then, when I was looking into stuff online as potential solutions that I could use, I came across somebody who pointed out this thing, a storage. No. Let's see. It's this. The drawer controller. Right. The storage drawers and the drawer controller. So y'all pointed me in the direction of the drawers when it came to these guys, right? The compacting drawers. Awesome stuff. Been working really well. We're now up to 5. We're at 5 of our necessary 9. So we're more than halfway. Awesome. But there are these storage drawers, right? Similar to those ones that we have over there. And they can essentially be connected by putting them next to each other. So if I had, let's create 2 oak drawers real fast just so I can kind of give you an idea of this. Any oak? There's a little bit of oak. There should be a little bit more somewhere around here. Oak. Okay, so let's quickly make one of these, or a couple of these, and I'll show you what I mean. And then what's the controller? The drawer controller. All right, that'll be a little bit more in depth, so I won't make one of those real quick, but I'll give you the idea just by looking at this, because this is probably the solution that we're going to use, because I think that in the end, it's going to end up being the most compact and the most ultimately viable use for us. So let's make 2 of these guys. And we'll plop them down. So each of these essentially works like a Java barrel, all right? It's not as big of a Java barrel. At least, I don't think it is. No, right, because a Java barrel can hold 64 stacks. Each of these drawers can hold 32 stacks of an item, all right, without being upgraded, all right? But if I put them next to each other like this, and then I put the storage controller right here next to it, and then attach that into the system, I can then access all of the drawers that are connected. And you can have up to, I believe, a 24 by 24 by 24 block, which would allow you to have an insane amount of items. And I could even compact it even more if instead of using these types of drawers, I used the ones that have a smaller stack limit. So if I used, say, these oak drawers here, holds 8 stacks per drawer, 4 drawers per block, okay? So it's a lot of unique items that you can get in there. So much like the way that these guys work, you can fit a lot into a very small, compact space. But the main thing for me is the fact that they can all be connected to one another, and I only have to use the one controller. I don't think there's a Java controller, and that's what's unfortunate, is that I can't actually use the Java in the same way, as far as I know. Maybe I can. Maybe you guys will point me out and say, like, no, Price, you can totally use some kind of controller thing and connect up all the Java barrels. If that's the case, someone let me know down in the comments, because then that'll be the way that we'll go, is I'll just move all those Java barrels next to each other and use a controller to access all of those. But that's basically been the thing that's been preventing me from jumping into the computer system, is figuring out how I'm going to get all that storage into the single computer system. So, that being said, if we go the storage route, I'm probably going to move everything out of the storage area, and then we're going to fill up. We're going to create a whole area down below the pig pen that's going to be the true storage, okay? That was weird that I went like through the floor there. That'll be like the true area where all of the storage is being kept, all right? That's like the real warehouse basement kind of deal. And then we're going to have to figure out what to do with the old storehouse, right? Because it'll no longer be a storehouse. But I've got a couple of ideas. You know, the pig pen is where we do science, okay? This guy, I don't know, maybe there's some other things we do here. Like I said before, crafty bits, things that are kind of more creative and whatnot. Maybe this is the creation station, all right? It's where we come up with ideas, where we draft things. Anyway, long story short, that's potentially going to be our solution for the computer system that's coming around the corner. Now, like I said earlier, let's go complete some of these quests and see where we get from there. And basically what I want to do is I would like to slowly move towards getting... Let's put just a bunch of stuff away. I would like to slowly move towards getting the nuclear power system running, because that would be a nice solution. The other thing that I would like to potentially do is to set up kind of an area where we can build solar panels easily. Basically a bunch of auto workbenches hooked up to one another that'll kind of do a bunch of the work for us. But I also think that the computer system might make that easy as well. So I don't know. We'll maybe wait on it. Okay, so we need string and spider's eyes. So these guys are actually hooked up here. One stack, boom. Claim reward. I can't see which gene samples these are, so we'll grab that one. What are you? Effect none, effect none, effect none, effect none. I mean, those are good genes, sort of, but not necessarily. All right, so that one's completed. So now we need to do the feathers one. Oh, do you not actually take it from me? Claim reward. Did it not actually take the... It didn't take the string and the spider's eyes either. So, put those back. Put those back. Okay. So then, next quests... we need 32 of zombie brain and 64 of other zombie brain, and we need 64 gunpowder, and we need 32 blizz powder, and we need 32 cryothium dust. So one thing I need to do in order to get the cryothium dust and the blizz powder is I need the climate control things, and I only actually have one that I can find of the winter emulation upgrades. But luckily, all right, there's our cryothium dust. So let's take this out of here. And for now, while we're just doing this, to try and accomplish the quest right now, I can just put that in here, and we'll let this guy build that up. And it might be done by the end of the episode, honestly. Let's grab you. Let's grab you. I'm gonna need to disconnect you from the system soon. You're making too much stuff, and I don't want to put you into the system yet. Or well, I do. All right, here we go. Come here. All right. I do want to put you into the system, but there's reasons that I can't at the moment. We're actually going to probably retire some bees here, is a part of the issue that I'm running into. Our power is just drawing way too much to the bees, and we're not able to sustain the sheer number of bees that we currently have. So I'm actually probably going to remove a whole bunch of the, what do you call them? The color bees. All the ones that are producing us like the dye combs and stuff, because we don't really need them that much. So what I'm thinking of doing is just doing a little bit of this. We're just going to take some of these guys out of the system and let it cycle through for a bit. And then we'll come in and we'll fill these guys up with some of our new bees that we think might be a little bit more worth it. So let me kind of clear out a couple of them, and we'll put some of the new bees in there, because right now it's a little bit much. And if I throw all these on the ground, by the way, my bee bag is getting quite full. Yeah, I've actually reached the limit now. I was noticing it earlier. I was all like, oh my gosh, I only have like 1 page left. So I'm going to have to do something about that as well. But that's okay. We can leave those guys there for now. We'll get it figured out and sorted. But yeah, anyway, we got some, I got some things to deal with the bees. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. I got way too much to do and not enough time to do it in. So a lot of that stuff's going to happen off camera because you guys know how the breeding and all that kind of stuff works. You guys know how I set up my system and whatnot. I'd like to get to something a little bit new. So let us look at this nuclear quest. I'm gonna have to do some breeding for the nuclear deal quest. Actually, let's go check this real quick because I know I can complete some of these parts real fast. So let's just do that real fast just to get it out of the way. Right, so where are my zombie brains? Did I not just grab a whole bunch of these? They're right here. Why does it say I have 0 of 32? I mean, those are... Something's borked. Manual detect. What's going on? Alright, something's weird. Something's really weird there. Gunpowder, 64. You got gunpowder for me? 63. You need to make one more. Just one more, buddy. Uno más. Let's look at those other quests. Does it have enough of the cryothium? Yeah, it says I got enough cryothium. What is going on with this one? Zombie brain 0 of 32. Recipe. Zombie brain defunct. Oh, maybe I need to do this. Aha. That's dumb. Just get that item ID out of the game. Come on. All right, gunpowder. Claim. And then this guy's the one. Oh, we need snowballs too. Do you make snowballs? Who makes snowballs? Or does it come from the frozen combs? Uses. Okay, frozen combs. So let's take you. Let's take you. Let's go throw you into the system. Doot. Okay. And we'll let those go. And then, it's nighttime. Need to sleep. Boop. Boop. Sleeping piggy. Okay. Let us just put some of these away just so I have some space. So we got all the frozen combs in there, so those will get processed, so that'll help us with that part. We did the gunpowder part. And you are still hooked up to the system because I put you on the ground like a dingus right next to it. What I want to do is actually just put you over here so I can think about you and then deal with you later. You guys, you'll be fine for a bit, so that's okay. All right, now, nuclear power quest is what I really was trying to get to while we're waiting on this. So the machinery quests, I believe. We are looking at... So I still have one of these that I can complete, actually. I have the Certus Dust. So let's do that just so we can... We're completing a lot of quests today. Y'all. So I do that. Claim reward. Let's go put all those in our ME chest over here. Because our computer system, once we get it set up, I mean, it's going to open the world up for us, y'all. Oh, one suggestion that some of y'all had made was to set up an auto tree farm, like the one that Ash had in Shattered Skies. They don't exist in this mod pack. I can't make that. Sorry. Just doesn't work. So that solution, I thought I was like, all right, cool. I'll look into it. I'll check that one out. And turns out, nope, can't do it in this. So we're gonna have to be a little more creative. It's all right. That's where we thrive, coming up with new ideas. All right, and then what is this quest? Ender Dust. And what do I get Ender Dust from? Shimmering Combs. Do I have any in here? I do. All right, let's put you back away. And manual submit. Oof. Dense cable, charged quartz crystal, Certus quartz crystal. I don't think I need any of these because I think I can get them from bees, right? Maybe the charged Certus. Certus I can get. All right, so that I can get from bees, so that's no problem. Then there's dense cable black. What's the recipe on that? Dense cable, cables, glass cables with wool. All right, that's all makeable. So I guess we'll take the charged quartz then. Seems the most unique of the items. All right, so charged quartz, glass cables, smart cables, wireless terminal. So this will allow me to access my computer anywhere, I believe. So that's nice. What are these? Wireless access points. That's cool. Okay, and then I think that's all that stuff. What else do we have going on in these quests? Fluix blocks. Claim these rewards. So now we have all these blocks. So what does that put us at now for the computer? We've got a lot of stuff. All right, let me just look at these. We got 9 controllers, which I think that might actually be the weird block I was talking about before, now that I look at it, with that weird symbol on it. Molecular assembler, ME interface, Fluix blocks, crafting storage. I don't know what any of this stuff does. I'm going to have to really research this. We have tons of drives. I brought over the Essentia drives that we got from one of the magic quests, so those are going to be useful for that. We got lots of stuff. So that's cool. Now, nuclear power is the stuff that I was most interested in right now. And this one we're just waiting on the compression stuff. So we have Yellorium grains, which are it's gonna take me a while to breed these bees. All right, so I'm gonna have to do a lot of breeding today. I'm probably, after I finish recording this, I'm just gonna sit here and breed bees. And some of y'all gave me some good suggestions about like maybe making some more mutatrons and producers and stuff like that, and just like really have like a nice little system set up to kind of be able to breed multiples. I still have only one set of this genetic template, so I'm gonna have to try and find a way of creating a second or third of those if I really want to ramp up my mutation production. But, you know, it's one of those things that it'll all catch up eventually. But I have to breed a whole ton of bees in order to do that. But there are plenty of quests that I can complete along the way. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start making some of these things. So like, let's look at this, for example. Reactor control rod. All right, I'm going to need a Yellorium ingot, so I'm going to need the Yellorium before I can do that. That's fine. I'll find a way of getting around that. Mostly what I'll do is I'll get all the stuff together. So like I can get the graphite together, I can get the iron together, so that I can basically just have a chest that I'll fill with the stuff that I need. So let's make us a nice diamond chest so we can start filling with the materials that we're going to need. And I think that'll be a good use of our time today while we continue to wait for the compression to occur, and while I continue to think about what else I want to get done in here. Because like I said, the other thing that I would like to do is basically set up a whole ton of auto workbenches up somewhere so that I can get some extra solar panels, so where I could basically just dump stuff in a chest and have it flow into an auto workbench system and then pop out some solar panels at the end. But as we remember last time, the auto workbenches are super slow. Super duper slow. Nope. There we go. All right. Now, what are you? Electrum. That's right. Okay. So let us make a chest. Boop. And then let's grab some iron. I put another iron bee into the system, by the way. I continue to use them. I continue to use pretty much all of the iron, but I have a second one in there, so I should be producing twice as much now. Although, like I said, the power, honestly, I think it's more the power situation that's really getting in the way of us being able to properly get all the resources that we need. It's kind of frustrating, actually, but we'll get it sorted soon. Like I said, I've overextended. I have too many bees and not enough power, and I can really pare that back, no problem. All right, gold. Gold we're doing a little bit better on, but also I keep using that for upgrades and stuff, and it's just like, man, the resources that you run through in this. I end up, like I said before, you guys don't see how much time I spend offline doing stuff in this game, but it's a lot. It is quite a lot. Look at all these diamonds. Someone was telling me I should just make diamond tools. I probably should. Oh, that's right. It's not that many diamonds. That's right. It's even less than that. It's a bunch of glass that I actually need. Do we have glass in here? No. Let's go find some glass. I probably should just make some diamond tools if I can actually make them the normal way. Sometimes these mods, they make it so that diamond tools that you make the normal way don't really work. Like they'll be super weak because they want to force you to use tinkers and stuff. But let's go ahead and see, with all these diamonds that I got, see if I can't make myself a nice diamond pick. I can. Durability is 1561. That ain't bad. And sure, we'll make an axe. Okay, and durability is 1561. Okay, and then let's make a sword then. Boop, boop, and boop, boop. And that is durability 1561. All right, cool, good call. I just was so stuck in Shattered Skies mode. I don't know, for those of you who didn't see Shattered Skies, you should go over and check the whole playlist. It's really good. But also, in Shattered Skies, the diamond tools would break instantly. So it was basically like you have to use tinkers or it's not going to be effective. So yeah, I was just stuck in that mindset. So thanks for that suggestion. All right, now diamond chest to put things in order to make our stuff with that quest. My goodness. Well, I already know that the iron's going to be the limiter. All right, we need reactor casings, which are irons, lots of iron, lots of yellorium, lots of graphite. Well, I know we have a ton of graphite over here, so I'm going to go ahead and grab all that graphite out. We'll put that in here. The iron, we're just going to have to wait until the time to make it. But what other quests do we have here? What do you need? You need more reactor casings. All right, it's a ton more reactor casings for that one. What about you? What do you need? More reactor controllers, so some diamonds and some redstone. Let's go find that. Diamonds and redstone. Okay. Diamonds and redstone. Okay. All right. Well, now that I'm looking at the time and looking at what we got going on, I think what I would like to do is maybe I will work towards making a solar panel on my own really quickly. It's going to take a lot of resources, a lot more than one might think, in order to do so, because you have to multiply everything quite a bit, right? So let's look at, you know what I want? Not igneous extruder, or is it the igneous? I want sand. I want lots of sand, which I think I need to... Do I grind? Not grind, but do I pulverize? Is it smooth stone? I think it's smooth stone that you pulverize. So what I would like to do is I would like to take this guy apart now. Don't need it anymore. Got our item filter. That's fine. Where's my transfer node? I would like to go like this. And I just want to see, is it going to pump it into... No, it's not going to pump it into the centrifuge because it can't go into the centrifuge. So, are you working? Why ain't that coming out? Oh, because I have to set that to export. Export. Now. What? Oh, and this needs to be import. There we go. Now, what does this give me? Sand? That gives me gravel. Okay, so then what if I do cobble? So I know I get sand as a byproduct, but does cobble give me sand? There we go. Okay, cool. So then I'll do that, and I'll let that pump into... Do I have a jobber barrel on me? I don't. I need to have it pump into a jobber barrel because I want to start making some more glass that I know I'm going to need, but I'm also going to need some sand just in general to start having that, so I might as well get myself a barrel of that building up. Especially if that thing's going to keep draining power, I might as well use it. You know what I'm saying, Vern? All right, let's grab you and you. And from the front... Oh, it can't come out of the front, can it? The front's the one side that you can't actually access like that. That's frustrating. Okay. Let me think. I can move some stuff around. Boop and boop. Just do this real quick. Just for now, just because right now all we're worried about is just building up a little bit of sand. I know I have some glass over there, so no worries on that. And then we'll just do one of these. No, I don't want you to be taking from that. I want you to be taking from red. There we go. The graphic is a little messed up, but you can see that sand's going in there. That happens a lot. The graphics for the jobber barrels often go bonkers. I keep going outside to go to sleep because I'm so used to it. Let's take a little nap here. And then I'm going to show you guys what it takes to make solar panels. And then we'll try and see if we can't make like one kind of like mid-level solar panel. There's a lot that goes into them. Let me grab a bunch of glass. Okay. Let's take it over here. Whee! And, ooh. Glass. Ugh, I have so much trash on my inventory now, and this guy's already full. This trash chest that I made just for holding on to random stuff is already basically full. Oh, boy. Okay, stuff is in there. Oh, do we have the snowballs? How many snowballs we got? 16. How many do we need? I think we need, like, a bunch. Resources. No. Was it? No, which one was it that we needed it for? Was it resources? Snowblizz. 64, and we only have 30. How many do we have? We have, you know, not a great amount. 37. Let's see how many more blizzy combs y'all made over here. Boop-a-da-boop. Boop-a-da-boop. Well, we'll see. We will see. Okay, so we got our 16 or our 64, whatever. So let's complete this quest. Resources. What else do I need? I need my 32 Blizz powder. Do you have that yet? Yep. Okay, so claim reward. Too much stuff in my inventory. Boop, boop. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, claim reward. Boom, done. And then finally, gelid. Claim reward, done. This whole side of the resources bees are complete, so that's a good accomplishment. All right, y'all. So, today is a different day, but I decided to do a little bit of work. Right after I finished recording the last episode, I was kind of like, you know what? I don't feel like that's sufficient for one episode. I need to actually get some stuff done. So, I worked a lot. A lot. If there are any wrestling fans out there, I watched all of Wrestle Kingdom 11 and basically played this while doing it. So I think that's like 5 hours, 6 hours of doing stuff on this, but I got some progress done. So I wanted to show you guys some things so that we could end on a nice up note and then look to the future. So, first thing you're going to notice, everything's missing. Where is everything? What's going on here? Well, you may notice that platform down there is a little bit bigger. I went ahead and I built the whole huge crazy storage system that I told you guys about that I was describing throughout this episode that I thought would work really well with the drawers and all that kind of stuff. Let's go have a look. Whee! Look at this! Huge block. There are, I believe, let's see, it's a 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it is a 300 block space, right? 10 times 10 is 100 times 3 is 300. All of that is being controlled by this guy right here. Woo! And you can see all of our items in there if you look at it. And it slows down every time I look in its direction. Like, watch the frames. Watch the frames drop. You ready? Look. Nice. Good frames. Actually, it's kind of super slow right now. But then you go like this. Boom! Slows down. Basically, I created a ton of these drawers. I upgraded them all with... what's nice is that you don't have to upgrade them in sequence, so I didn't have to waste any iron to make these. I was actually able to use obsidian to make most of these upgrades. And then I made some void upgrades for each of them. So you'll see they each have like a little void symbol in the center as well, or on the corner, so that they will do the same thing that the void Jabba barrels were doing. These won't hold, or actually they will hold now. Since I upgraded them all to obsidian, that's technically level 5, so they will hold up to 160 stacks of each individual item that goes into them. The nice thing about these as compared to Jabba barrels is that since they're linked together, when stuff gets pumped into this system, it won't go to a random spot, a random empty spot, or where it belongs. It will only go to where it belongs. At least, I think, until it runs out of space to do so. But even then, I think because of the void upgrades, it will stick in the same one. This chest holds all of my old Jabba barrels and upgrades and everything that I had before. So you can see how many I had. I had 130-ish, something like that. It's a lot. It was a lot of barrels that I emptied into here. So what I had to do was I basically had to keep flying back and forth. This is what took time. Is once I built all this, which did also take a lot of time, I also had to fly back into there, and then you drop off a barrel here, and then you fly back and you go grab another barrel there, and by the time you get back, this one's empty, so then you pop that barrel out, and then you put the new barrel in, etc., 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 etc. Did all that, and then, as you can see, I put on the storage bus. I'll show you guys how to make the storage bus. It was I feel like it was a kind of expensive one from what I remember. It's been a day now, so I can't totally remember. ME storage bus. Oh, no, that's right. It was just sticky pistons, ME interface. Oh, it took some of these things. That's what it was. But we had plenty of those from the quests that we turned in earlier. So I was able to make the storage bus, and then I hooked it up to a very simple rudimentary computer setup. Okay? All it is, it's got one controller, it's got the one drive, which it doesn't even need because I'm not even really using the drive, but it has a storage drive, and then it has the crafting terminal interface, okay? These three things together, connected by the glass cable, constitute our system. Plus the power comes into the ME controller. Watch this, y'all. This is so cool. Right-click. These are all the items that are in that storage thing. Every item that's in there is in here. You can sort it by a number of different ways. You can search for whatever it is you're looking for. Let's say I want some iron, okay? There's all my iron nuggets that I've got. Now, one thing that I still have to do is I need to you know, basically make this thing work over there. But guess what? Totally easy to do because these guys work with compacting drawers. So what I'm going to be able to do is I'm actually going to be able to just make a bunch of these suckers, put them in there, hook those up. Whoa, why does that have a glass cable in there? When did I do that? I accidentally must have put that in there at some point. I'll hook up these guys. I did the same here, apparently. When did I do? I must have accidentally transferred. I wonder if I accidentally hooked up to this at some point. I may have accidentally hooked up to this thing at some point while I was building all that stuff. It's entirely possible. So I'll be able to use compacting drawers and say, like, I'll put the iron nugget in the little corner, and then that will allow me to pull out either iron ingots or iron blocks from the system. And what's cool, from what I understand with the way that they work, is it'll display all three in here, and then whenever I pull, it'll determine which ones I actually make. So I'll be able to basically have them in all three different forms, depending on what I need at the time. So that's super great. And since I built it 300 spaces, we have 100 and some odd spaces for items that haven't been filled yet. So there's tons and tons of extra space in here. Like you can see, even this side isn't full. It kind of, I believe it takes like a diagonal cut, right? It goes for like closest first. And these aren't organized visually just because that since I pumped things in one by one, it just kind of picked where they go. But that's fine because we're not going to really be looking at this stuff. So I got lots of stuff to clean out here. I've got lots of stuff to do in order to make sure that I get the thing properly working with the compact drawers. Like I'll probably put them on the backside. I'll probably put them like right over here. And what I'll do is I'll have to go into the system, pull out all the metal, disconnect this thing for a little bit so that I can set up the compacting drawers, and then I will get that working. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this right here towards the end because I figured why not do something big and bold and move forward, and then we can actually start focusing on a lot of stuff. So now that we have the computer system, I think all I'm going to really be worrying about is going to be those nuclear bees. So we're going to figure that system out. What I might end up doing, as was suggested in the past, I may end up making a whole bunch more mutatrons and everything like that so that we can breed a whole bunch of bees at once so that I can be a little bit more... I can be able to get a whole bunch of them done. It's like that Yellorium bee and whatnot that I need. I may go ahead and get the Yellorium bee off camera. Like I may just go ahead and breed that one out because it did look like it was going to take a lot of generations of just like corroded bees and nuclear bees and all these other bees. Let's look at it real quick just so we can see. Whoops, wrong one. E. Okay. We are searching for Yellorium. Yes. Recipe for you is a nuclear princess and a frugal drone. We've had frugal in the past. I may have some more left over, I hope. Nuclear princess is corroded and unstable. Corroded comes from the... it's the resilient line, which this is what's going to take me forever, is this whole thing here. So I'll probably go through and do a lot of these on my own, just so we can start getting to the point where we can get those Yellorium grains and moving forward and actually building the reactor casings. Because if you remember, all that stuff does take Yellorium. So hopefully, if not, maybe next episode might be breeding, and then the following episode will be building reactor stuff. But we'll figure that out, because I also need to build up a whole bunch more iron. I might have to get more iron bees into the system. Like I said, there's lots to be done. But anyway, I wanted to make sure that we got something big done today, and I feel like even though this is baby's first computer, it's so super tiny, it is certainly accomplishing the goal that we wanted to do now. And there's way more stuff you can do with these. We can add a whole bunch of stuff so that we'll be able to do like really awesome auto crafting type things and whatnot. I might be able to set up a whole bunch of systems so that I can just straight up just make solar panels straight out of this, just like click it and grab it and go. So that may be something that we'll do. But anyway, with all that, thank you all for watching. If you like what you saw, please be sure to give this video a like, a favorite, and subscribe to the channel. My name has been Price, and I will see y'all next time.